You're watching Personal Finance with Coach Kelvin. Let's get into the video. Hey guys, Coach Kelvin here. Today I'm very excited to talk to you about Selfwealth, the brokerage account I'm using, and what their plans are to do as they go into the future. So as you know, I have a bit of a diversified portfolio. I invest into shares, I have real estate, I buy crypto, and I also invest into peer-to-peer lending. So that way I have multiple asset classes. Some of them pay me income through distributions of dividends, through rental income. I could always sell shares or crypto as the price appreciates, and I earn interest through my peer-to-peer lending. So there are a few different income streams that I earn from these different asset classes. Now, Selfwealth released a statement earlier last week, basically describing the plans they have moving forward, taking their product from a brokerage account for buying shares only into a full wealth management and wealth, accumulation account. So they released a really cool sort of roadmap, which I'm going to take you through, and I'll kind of explain why I'm really excited for this. So here we'll have a look at the basic send out they've given. So the Selfwealth product and feature roadmap in burger form. So this is pretty cool. So last year, thanks to an explosion in interest in the stock market from Australians through the COVID period, the company grew quite substantially, okay? So Selfwealth started to get a little more money in and income through their brokerage fees on buying and selling members. They've increased their staffing, and now things are looking very promising. So they've turned their attention to the rest of the business and how can they continue to provide Australia's most interesting, secure and exciting investment platform to their 90,000 plus members on their investment journeys. So they're really starting to develop and invest into the tech of the business, and now they're looking to add a few really cool things. So beginning is crypto, live pricing and real-time payments. So by including crypto into their platform, this means you're going to have a bit of liquidity within your crypto and your shares account. So for example, if I had a really good run on a cryptocurrency, I could sell, receive that money same day, and then buy shares with that same money, which is very exciting compared to the current situation I'm in. If I need to sell any of my crypto, which I hold on CoinSpot, it's going to take about 2 days to receive that money into my account when I transfer it back, and then another day to transfer it to Selfwealth. So there's about a 3-day delay, meaning I could miss out on opportunities in that time. And vice versa, if I want to pull money out of Selfwealth and put into my crypto account, it's the same. So now what I also like about this is Selfwealth are looking to increase their asset portfolio that you can invest in. So not only are you going to have crypto, but if we scroll down to this burger roadmap, they're adding other things like eventually peer-to-peer lending, which is already something that I'm invested in. So I'm very excited to see how this changes over time. Now, Selfwealth are going to start with their introduction of cryptocurrency to their platform. They're then looking at instant payments, which means as you transfer money across to the platform, you're not going to have that 1-day delay that currently happens with BPay or transferring direct out of your bank account. Hopefully you send it, you receive it, and then you can spend same day. That will take out that delay, and it'll be very exciting when it comes to actually, let's say you come into a cash windfall, you see an opportunity but you don't have enough money in your account, you can sort that problem on the day, which is great. They're going to incorporate some live pricing in their platform, which means at the time that you check the price of that share, that is the exact price of it. You won't have this delay that currently exists on the platform, okay? They're looking to change their premium feature for the subscription, so they'll update that. I'm not sure what that's going to look like, but I do wonder, do you have to have a premium subscription in order to access cryptocurrency or peer-to-peer lending or anything like that? So this is something that we'll just have to wait and see. And Selfwealth will, I guess, put out a statement or a PDS when they are ready to distribute that. Now, they're going to incorporate a news feed onto their platform. So I guess that means you can see what's having big movements in the market. Perhaps they'll have somebody present the movements in the market through an interview, sort of what happens on ComSec. Perhaps it's something like this. I'm not too sure yet. Now, they're also going to incorporate new international markets on their platform. So perhaps that means you can now purchase shares on the Nikkei, the Japanese Nikkei. Perhaps you could invest in the stock market of Hong Kong, or New Zealand and all these other international markets. So that gives you buying power in many different markets, which is going to allow you to chase down other opportunities or buy other index funds which we don't have access to on the ASX potentially. So that's very exciting. Selfwealth earlier this year incorporated their United States share trading, so it's cool to see that they're sort of expanding that growth curve. Now, new asset classes, that is definitely incorporating the crypto and the peer-to-peer lending, which is below, but perhaps they're also looking at something else. So they may be doing some unlisted investments on their platform. I'm really unsure yet how that's going to look. Now, when we scroll down a little further, new look and feel, they've already sort of developed a new app and they've tried to make things look a little more user-friendly in the UI, which is great, but I'm excited to see how this looks. Now, these two ones, Education Hub and Passive Investment Tool, are really exciting for me. I think enough brokerages are out there that you can pick an account that works for you, you can find a really cool provider, but who's actually providing the education for people first starting in the stock market? I think it's a great tool to have something that can educate you. How do you start your passive or your active investment strategy? What the tax implications are of trading, how to build wealth long term, etc. I don't know exactly what Selfwealth plans to incorporate into this education hub, but I'm very excited for it because Selfwealth is a platform I use and I love, and if I send someone there and the tools for them to learn are already on there, that's pretty cool, because then I don't have to also say check out this podcast, check out this blog post, check out this article, etc. Now, Passive Investment Tool, I feel like this might be inspired by the company Perla, which has their own brokerage platform, where you can set up a passive investment tool that will withdraw money from your bank account on regular intervals, and then it can invest straight into the ETFs based on the dollars you have in that account. You can set it up to invest that much. So let's say your strategy is like mine, you want $1,000 a month invested in the stock market, you can set that up through Perla, okay? Now, I think Selfwealth's going to incorporate this, which takes out that emotional sort of hesitation. It takes out the worry of investing. You can just get started and start putting your money into the market to get to work. Now, I also really like that this is going to be all supported by a secure platform. So that means hopefully there's no way that by having all your assets in one place, there's going to be any cyber attacks or anything that could potentially damage the quality of your investments, or you could lose your investment. So you definitely want to have something secure and something that you trust. So I'm really looking forward to see what Selfwealth has in store as they grow their business. Now, as I said before, I really like the idea of having all your assets in one place. Now, let's say I had some peer-to-peer lending, some crypto and some shares in one spot. Okay, so I get my fixed income back from my peer-to-peer lending, but then all of a sudden I realize that unfortunately there's been zero buying opportunities in the crypto market. I still want a dollar cost average into shares, but my interest accumulates in my peer-to-peer lending account. I could choose to not reinvest it into the loans or into crypto, and I could just put it straight into shares instead, because I find that's a better opportunity. However, if I decide there's all of a sudden some great crypto I want to purchase, I could divert some of my fixed income from peer-to-peer lending into that. So it creates this sort of buying ecosystem where just by buying you can rebalance instead of having to sell something and buy somewhere else, etc., because it's all right there. I really like this. So I'm actually in the process now of pulling some of my money out of the peer-to-peer lending platform I currently use through Plenty. So I've got money here ready to go. I'll have it in Selfwealth just to buy shares for the time being. And then once they introduce their peer-to-peer lending platform, I anticipate I'll be adding a lot more money to it. Because Plenty's rates have come down a lot to the point where I get better returns right now by having my money in shares. So that's what I'm going to do. And if their interest rate comes back up, I'll absolutely divert more money into it. So yeah, guys, that is Selfwealth's plans. So I hope that that's pretty exciting for you guys. And if Selfwealth's a platform that interests you, I have a link in the description below where by signing up, you'll get 5 free trades to use in your first month with that account. And you'll also get a 90-day premium trial where you get to test out the features of watching other traders. You can see what assets are being held, and it's actually a really cool platform, so I highly recommend checking it out. Guys, if you got any value from this video, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll really look forward to seeing you in the next video.